One of the most commonly neglected items on your car is the differentials. I'm going to show you how to check and basically change the differential fluid on a Mazda CX5. This is a 2016, but the process is similar for other Mazdas and even other makes and models. This vehicle is all-wheel drive. So this specific application has a transmission, a rear differential, and a transfer case, which incorporates the front differential into it. The front differential is the transfer case. And in this case, I need these shallow sockets. I have a 23 and a 24 shallow 3/8 socket. You'll need the 23 for sure. The 24 you might not need. The 23 is for the fill plug and the 24 is for the drain plug. And we'll go to the rear differential first. You can see here, I'm going to point out the drain and fill plug. Here is the rear differential. You can see the axles going into it. There is the drain plug, the bottom one, and the top one is the fill plug. If you ever undo the drain plug, make sure you crack open the fill plug first. The last thing you want to be is stuck, unable to fill it up. Now, this differential is very tiny. It only has half a quart of fluid, so you're going to want to make sure it still has fluid in it. And though it doesn't go bad very quickly, it can get low, which could cause a hefty repair bill if you refuse to check this over the course of the vehicle, especially after 50 or 60,000 miles. So right now I removed the fill plug with that 23 millimeter shallow socket, and I'm dipping a hook in there to see where the level is and if the fluid condition is acceptable. In this case, it's a little low, but acceptable. So I'm just gonna get some new fluid, which is Mazda Long Life Hypoid Gear Oil, which I'll link to in the video description. I'll also link to the gaskets that are used on the drain and fill plug and the sockets I also used. But I know the video is kind of dark, it's hard to see, but in this case it is pretty low. I changed it about 30,000 miles ago and it's already low, so we're gonna make sure that we fill it up. I will link to any products I used in the video description. And this one's so hard to get to, you just have to use that shallow socket. That was the only way I could find to get to it in an easy fashion. And just make sure it's nice and snug. I will reuse the gasket, especially on the fill plug more often. I just crank it down pretty tight. You want to use about 20 foot-pounds, 25 foot-pounds of torque, but I just get it nice and snug. If you ever drain it though, you're going to want to change both crush rings, especially the drain one. So now the front differential, which is the transfer case in this situation, under the front of the vehicle, it's basically the same exact thing. Also holds about half a quart of oil. So if you were going to do this service, you really only need 1 quart of oil if you're extra careful. You might want to buy 2 just in case you spill some or are kind of careless with it. But we're going to go here. There's the oil pan, and you would have to remove the plastic cover, but mine's damaged, so we can just do it without doing it. But right behind the oil pan and oil filter is the front differential. And it's the same kind of thing, 23 millimeter fill, 24 millimeter drain. If you ever crack open that drain, make sure you do the fill first. And I'm just gonna inspect this one as well. I have changed both of these about 30,000 miles ago, so I don't expect them to be bad. In this case, this one just needed to be filled up as well. The condition doesn't warrant changing yet. The rear differential was lower than the front differential. You could tell that the rear had less fluid in it. I'm glad I checked this. If it was any lower, I would be a little bit concerned, but as long as there's some in there, it should be okay. If you look in yours and it's black and hardly has any in there, it's going to be time to change it. You're going to want to get on that. And always make sure to replace the gasket on the drain and fill plug, which I think is the same as the transmission. I'm not positive about that, but I do know the differentials are both the same. So make sure those are nice and snug. And then if your plastic cover wasn't damaged, you'd put that back on now. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment. I'll do my best to get back to you. And any additional links will be provided in the video description.